Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, and we're in the middle of the case. This is case number 4, I think? Yeah. Anyway, so we're talking about the chess pieces. So we're gonna hop in right where we left off the last part, obviously.
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
It was broke did. Broke did.
God! The bottle must have been broken.
I don't give you a lot of time. I was like, it's broken, so I didn't even read what he had to say at the bottom.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's right. We found evidence
Yes.
that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
The thingy we did, the weighing
What is
thingy.
this evidence?
It wasn't just a single broken bottle, and the evidence that prove it is Kyoko and I figured it out before. No, that's not the glass shards. Where's this?
I got it!
Yeah!
Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from
Guilt.
this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they
Kyoko.
did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
That there were 2 people. There's no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by some bowling aficionados.
The bottle that was removed from the scene was
I just wanna
used
pick
the
that.
second time Sakura was attacked.
That was good.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait, I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
Handprints in the locker.
No way! You
Extra
killed her.
bottle?
I'm sure of it.
Putting the magazine away.
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
It's totally wrong. I didn't kill anyone. I'm fine.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
Because she was in the locker.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
Because he's a moron. He doesn't remember
After
things.
the shock of thinking I
Still
killed
love him, but-
someone, I forgot all about it.
No, Hiro. You're such a dumbass, but I love
Could
you.
someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
Okay. I hate this guy, but that's funny.
So,
It's true.
Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
I love him because he's so flaky.
You don't know what you're talking about. I'd never
Sure,
been in the
sure.
rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear. but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
What?
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous.
She's skinny enough to fit on her.
Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko is hiding in the rec room. And I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. A new element has been added to time battles. Bullet time battles. Yeah, wait, what? No. What? I always forget buttons. So far, you've probably been pressing the left mouse button during your final strike without a second thought. But from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use. Same way... You're about halfway through the game now. Oh my god, we're only halfway through the game. 40 parts in. Good luck and have fun. Okay, so we gotta find the right... the moment of truth. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have to find the right...
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I
do this.
hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you.
We know that the bullet's gotta be something about the handprints and locker.
No!
Final strike, hold on.
That's enough!
Oh shit. Shit.
This should prove it.
Okay, I was like, oh my god! I was trying to push the space bar to make it go slow. Okay, alright, I got it. Oh,
Did
I
you
think
know
it's
someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we?
She's like, maybe not.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no
I think she
way.
killed herself.
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
But somebody needs to die for this.
Talk. Now.
Do what your master demands.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
Yeah, it is.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me.
So she freaked and hit her.
When I saw all that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines.
So it's her blood?
I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her? You mean... Oh.
Guess who's back?
Uh-huh.
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer
Creeps me out,
the question.
their tongue hanging out
Did
like
you
all the time.
kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible. No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
Oh god, I want her to kill him so bad.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
God, I hope she murders him. God, I wish. I know he's in the second one, so he's not gonna die, but...
But I just can't catch a break, you know?
I'm really still
Fate's got
hoping.
it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good? Keep talking like that, and Hina's
Well,
gonna...
That's that. Let's start the vote.
Huh. I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
She did it.
No, not quite yet.
She seems too eager for us to vote, and I can't believe that.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... Okay.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
Sakura was
You
in
were
the
taken
chair.
by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, but she wasn't in front of the shelf.
No, that's wrong.
Woo!
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the
forgot I had
blow
to
by
click.
the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
So was that her blood on the floor?
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf, there was this one, right?
I got it!
Phew!
Sakura was
didn't think very
definitely
fast.
attacked
I mean-
in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room,
Yeah, I still
still
don't
has
understand
yet
that.
to be explained.
Unless Ogre did it to herself.
Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
No, she didn't, because the door was open.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
It's not. The reason there's no way Toko hiding in the locker is because I was in the locker.
I got it!
No.
Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then. Where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
I just like how there's so many more, like, it just takes 10 times longer in the class trial. It's better than wandering around the school.
You're lying.
Which, I mean, if you think about it, there's only like 5 people, so.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
Oh, shut up, twat.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what
The
else
protein
could've
shake
killed
that
her.
had poison in it? Clearly, high was on. I mean, a high. Come on.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Shut up. We already know I'm smarter than you. Could we really be missing something so important? Yes. There's another possible explanation. Maybe it's... Make your argument. What are we using this time? Hina's account was about the candy, the yellow powder, okay, maybe, or what was Monica?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack,
It was
then
the...
what was it?
Well, they said they died from a wound to the head.
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Well, that's what it says in the Monokuma file.
No, that's wrong.
But that's what it says in the Monokuma file, so... Wait, isn't she right?
According to the Monokuma file,
Oh,
Sakura had vomited
right.
blood.
I was matching it because the shot to the head was in the Monokuma
I
file.
think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
She really is.
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a
She's the
cut or
ultimate Sherlock
anything, then
Holmes.
what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely,
Poison.
Sakura was poisoned.
Yep, there you go.
Poisoned?
Yep.
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
God, he's such a twat.
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
You make me want to murder you.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible.
I would totally murder him and everyone would be like, we have no idea who did it. Nope, let's all die.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Yep, we already know this.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
And so he's like, I don't care.
There's a big
What's it
shelving
mean?
unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is
Shelf
where
A.
I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3. In
Yeah,
section
blah, blah, blah.
A,
I'm sorry, I
dietary
just-
supplements. In B,
I'm just like, yeah, 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 we know all
and
this
in
crap.
C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the
But,
poison
yeah.
came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question,
It was in
isn't it?
section A. Bottle of poison. I'm sure I know where he got it. It was on the same shelf as the supplements, which are in A.
I got it!
I like how they reversed the
The
ABC.
poison was actually in
Confuse you?
section A, wasn't it?
Because then you're like, B, wait, what? No, it's the first one.
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
It was Sakura.
I
She thinks she
mean-
did it to herself.
This.
She said she was going to take care of everything. So she feels so awful about what happened. That's so sad. I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do is stand there and watch. Please die! You know he's not going to. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
Oh, no we don't. If he really swallowed poison, it would be the
The
greatest thing ever.
flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Yep.
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
God, I hate him. Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched the finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been in the protein drink that Sakura had. Her shake thing. Assuming we're going with, yeah, her. Yeah. Yep. E, motherfucker. E, bitch. E, bitch. I need a K. Give me a K. Give me a K. Give me a K. Damn, that fucking thing moved. Everything else was like la la la, and that was like woo! Gee.
The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
But what did they put them both in to begin with?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched.
For the labels.
So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can.
This just seems so, like, complex. You're like, I have to pour this into this, and then pour the poison, and then pour the protein back into that.
Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene.
I got it!
Her protein shake thingy.
You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
But she has yellow powder on her feet, and there was the yellow powder on the floor, so did she take it herself?
No? I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
Yeah.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
The footprints. The evidence that shows who switched them. What was found in front of the shelf, it was the footprints.
I got it!
Yep.
The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected.
So the powder was spilled before then?
What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
That's why there was a poison bottle there. It wasn't a poison, it was actually
and given
protein.
how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem.
I get it, because there was a poison in that thing, so that was actually, it shows it's a poison bottle, but it wasn't, that was actually the protein, and that's why she put it back. in Section A because it's not actually a poison, it's actually a protein. But she should have put it back in Section C with the poison because then somebody could have used it to try to poison someone and then they wouldn't have poisoned someone and she could have saved someone else. I'm just saying.
All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
What? What? No.
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected.
Wow.
The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
The only people wearing sneakers here are, well, Hina's one of them, I think. I think we have sneakers.
Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No! Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial
Trying to
began.
rush it.
You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you?
Yeah, that seems suspicious, but
This
I like
whole
her so
time,
much,
you've been
though.
focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I like Junko and she died right away. I like Sakura. I like Hina. Why are they all dying on me? But this fucker gets to live. I hate this douche nozzle. I want to stab him in the eye with a pencil myself.
I can't believe it.
He's like, I keep trusting people and they all suck.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true?
She's still gonna get drowned, though.
Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right?
Oh.
That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you?
Was she helping her commit
You
suicide?
still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind.
Then she would be an accomplice to murder. But she wouldn't be the murderer, so she wouldn't be the blackened, and she wouldn't be able to get away with it.
Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
If she's not convinced, I'm not convinced then. Because it's just, I can't believe Hina would do that. And then, like, thinking, I think she was helping Sakura.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not
The
convinced.
locked room, because Sakura was the only one who'd be able to do that.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well,
Yeah.
that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Or can't?
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I
She
do?
helped.
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
She's an
Are
accomplice.
you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious. Too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Ooh. I'm gonna stop this part right here, and then we'll get into... It's gotta be like another, like, bullet thing or something. We gotta be getting to something like that, so... before we start that... Or one of those time battle thingies, I don't know. But anyway, before we get to that, we'll come back to the next part. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.